Check that out. It's late October, it's fall, and the leaves are all falling down. I love this time of year. Look at all the leaves. Isn't that cool? All right, welcome back to the channel. I got a pretty cool project. It's kind of on a whim, really, last minute, but I decided I'm gonna do the rattle can paint job on my trailer, champion trailer. So I believe today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start here and I'm gonna try to get up to this step. And basically I'm going to tape off the pinstriping, obviously the Mercury emblem, and we're going to tape all that off, and then we're going to paint this. Now first thing I'm going to do is clean it, obviously, and but you can see little rust spots where rust is starting to creep in, so I just thought it would be best to go ahead and take care of this now before it gets too out of control. So I think what I'm going to do is focus on this side and come over here and then hit this side, and that'll be my goal for today. So anyway, let's get started. All right, I used some of that right there, and I cleaned off both sides so you can see the bad spots are right where this curves, and right here you can see all of these little spots. See that? So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. And let me show you the other side. It's the same deal. So right where the trailer curves, see, you can see it real good. So yeah, right in here it's really bad. So that's cleaned up. So I'm at the point now where I'm ready for tape. And so for tape, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to give it a shot. But for the tape, I ended up getting this frog tape, and we'll see how it works. So that's the next step, guys. Got to get the tape put on and get the pinstriping taped off, and the Mercury emblem, and then we'll start rattle canning this thing. All right, fellers and fellettes, I got her taped off. But I tell you what, that took a bazillion years to do. So I think I'm gonna do just this side today and call it good. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, after I paint this surface here, I'm going to let it dry, and then I'll pull this top tape off and retape it to where it's lower, and then I'll paint the very top. And that's the plan. I'd do this other side, but man, that's gonna take a while. And as you can see, you know, the sun's like right up yonder way there. And we ain't got much sunshine left. So anyway, let's get back to rattle canning this thing. All right, I put some cardboard up to block this overspray. I'm going to try to keep it pretty direct on where I spray. And I put a towel here to cover all this, so let's get started. I don't like that overspray blowing that direction. Okay, well, I got a coat of paint put on it, and this is what she's looking like. I think she's gonna look good once I peel all the tape off. I think she's gonna look good, but I kind of tried to take my time. You know, this isn't something I am an expert in, but yeah, I could have sanded it down, but that was going to be a lot more work, and I didn't want to do that. So anyway, that's where we're at. I'm going to let this dry for about an hour or so, and then pull the tape off, and we'll get to see the final deal. So we'll see how it turns out, and then tomorrow I'll get over here and start on this side. So we'll see how it goes. Now, that was gloss, black gloss that I used, and I'm kind of concerned because it doesn't have near the shine, but it's more consistent, I think. Anyway, let her dry, and then we'll see what we got. All right, guys and gals, I think I figured something out here. I went ahead, I wasn't happy with that first coat, and I realize now that, you know, you have to do 2 coats. And the reason for that is you'll put a base coat down, and then the second coat is a top coat, and that's where you really get your gloss. So as you can see now, it's really glossy. So I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna let this coat dry, and I may even do a 3rd coat. But that's the way to do it. You know, make sure you get a base coat down first, and then do a top coat, and if it's still not enough, do a 3rd. So that's what I learned on this deal. Looks pretty cool, I think, though, don't you? But anyway, I'm gonna let that dry, and then I don't know if we'll have any daylight left or not, but if I do, I'll show you what it looks like. But if not, we'll see tomorrow. Well, it's the next day, and she's all dry, so I'm ready to pull the top tape off. And the reason for that is I'm going to reapply new tape, and I'm going to go from the top down so that I can now paint the top of the trailer. So that's where we're at right now, and but I also wanted to share that this tape, this frog tape, is awesome. It really pulls off clean and does a really good job. So I'll peel a little bit off here so you can see, but it does a really good job. So look how clean that's going to be. It's going to look awesome. Can't wait to see it when I get all the tape off of it. But you can see how clean it just pulls off. Now I'm going slow just to be safe. But I guess they got some kind of glue residue on there that helps do that so it cuts good, you know. So this piece is just about up. We're getting there. Now we're on to the next piece. All right, so you see how easy that was to take that off? And look how good that's gonna look. Awesome. So let me get the rest of this off the top and then we'll take a look. Well, we had a brief rain shower, but I was able to get the tape on the top off of here. And man, check her out. She looks really good. I mean, that looks awesome. I mean, I'm really happy with that. So I still got to take all the tape off the Mercury emblem yet. I'm going to leave that on here for now. So now I'm going to put tape on here, and I'm going to go from the top of the stripe on down, and then we're going to paint this top. Hopefully this weather will hold off. It's been so intermittent today. It's kind of slowed me down a little bit, but we're coming along. We'll get her done. So let's get moving along. I'm going to get that tape on there and then start getting ready to paint the top. All right, there she is. I got all the tape pulled off, and this is what she looks like. Man, it looks amazing. I think it turned out great. It accomplished everything I wanted, you know. But check it out. Here's the Mercury emblem. So I think it worked out great. So there's the top. Top looks sweet too, doesn't it? So you could see like spots like that where, you know, that protects that from getting any worse, you know. So that was my goal here. But that completes one side. And so the plan is to do the other side. This is what I ended up using right here. Is the Ace Hardware brand spray paint, and this is rust stop, and it's protective enamel, interior, exterior, prevents rust and corrosion, direct to metal, no primer needed, dries in 30 minutes or less, and that's the black gloss 15-ounce can. But that's the paint I used. And then I can't say enough for the frog tape. That stuff is great, you know. It just, it says on here, the only tape with paint block technology, seals tape edges, and at the top it says delicate surface painter's tape. So this is what I used, and man, I'm telling you, it worked great. Well, it's a couple days later, and that weekend project has extended on into Monday. So, but I'm on the other side and I've got everything taped off for that long run. I went ahead this time and taped up some plastic, and instead of using that piece of cardboard. So I'm gonna get going here, and let's first go is to get this surface here done all the way to right there. and that's what we're gonna do next. So let's get going. I'll put you up on the stand and we'll knock it out real quick. All right, here we go. Yes, we'll start down here. What are you doing, Jeff? You act like you're gonna shoot video or something.
Or something.
Or something?
Yeah.
SOMETHING? Something?
That's something.
All right. He's busy. Looks like he's got grease all over his face. He's all in it. He's all up in it.
Stay dirty.
Stay dirty. Yeah. Anyway. This is where I'm at. I got a second coat on here, and I'm letting it dry right now. So so far so good. You can see it. This is a pretty rough spot right here.
Hey, you know, that's like that song.
What?
It's like that song.
What?
Dirty, 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 dirty.
Jeez. He needs help. Anyway, anywho's. Okay, so this spot here was pretty rough, so I think I'm going to have to put a third coat on there. And then also, I thought that maybe I caused this, but it looks like run spots. You could see the ridges right here. But closer inspection, I believe that was already there. I don't think that's my paint running, because after I seen it, I was watching my nozzle and the spray real close, and it wasn't causing any runs or anything. So I think that was there before. And, or at least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, you know what I mean? So, anyway, that's where we're at, and so I think since this already needs a third coat, I'll just go ahead and do a third coat. And, but I gotta let this dry first. So, anyways, I'll come back at you once I get the front done here, and then we can pull the top tape off and do the same thing we did on the other side. All right, I got the third coat on, and man, she looks good. I think this side turned out better than the other side, to be honest. And the other side's great. So, but that's what she's looking like. And of course, as you can see, I've already taken the tape off the top pinstripes. And I'm gonna now reapply some new tape. And I'm gonna go from the top on down, just like I did on the other side. And now we're gonna paint this top all the way up to here. So that's the next step. So we're just moving right along. All right, here we go. Well, the sun's getting low in the clouds there. Well, what little clouds we have. Jeff's over there running a motor. But I got one coat put on. And unfortunately, I'm out of this stuff. So I'm gonna have to reconvene tomorrow to put the second coat on. So that's where we're at, but boy, she looks good, folks. The old rattle can paint job ain't too shabby. But I couldn't have done it without that frog tape. I mean, that stuff is just excellent. So anyway, I guess guys, we'll reconvene tomorrow. I'll put another coat on the top and then let that dry. Because I think it's only going to need 2 coats. So we'll let that dry and then we can pull the tape off and this side will be done. And we can move on from this project for a little while. I still have to, you know, paint all this up here on the tongue. You know, you can see there's bad spots up here and stuff. But my main objective with this project was to get the, you know, the 2 long sides done on each side of the trailer. So that was really my goal, and for this video anyway. So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow, and I'll get another can of paint, and we'll get back at it. All right, guys and gals. Well, it's Tuesday morning, I'm having some coffee, trying to get motivated. And I thought, you know, something I could show you guys. I went over this morning and got a new can of paint. So anyway, I got to thinking, you know, I need to show everybody that little trick. You know, a lot of people do this. Even I do it, not even thinking. But if you would, Jeff, could you hold the camera?
Be the camera guy?
Yeah, you be a camera guy just for a second. You know how like when you get a can of paint, you know?
Yeah.
You get it, and you're like, you know, trying to bust off the cap.
Yeah.
Well, all you got to do, come over here.
I got this.
All you got to do is take a screwdriver, go up under it, go like that. Well, it's not supposed to break. The tab broke on it, but boop.
Yeah. But even if you break the tab, well, then you can never put the lid back on.
But anyway, I just thought I'd share that. Here, you can let go now.
I'm still the camera guy.
No,
what are you
it's
talking
mine.
About?
But anyway,
Mine.
that's how you
It's
take the
mine.
cap off, folks. Don't make it harder than it really is, you know. So anyway, there.
And we just made it harder. Oh, that's hilarious.
And that is the tip, the Tuesday morning tip.
The tip of the day for you.
Oh, you're filming again.
Yeah, come here. Okay, so here's what I need you to do. I need you to say, bring the thunder.
Bring the thunder.
Okay, well, hang on. Say it again.
Bring the thunder.
You got to step into the shot.
Bring the thunder. Oh.
Yeah.
What did it start?
It's like
Did
a
it?
spare, you know.
Oh my gosh.
It almost started.
Well, there you have it. I got the third coat put on the top, and I'm happy with it. It really turned out good and even. It's got a good gloss to it, so I'm really happy with it. I went ahead and did the the spare tire holder, I went ahead and sprayed that, got that all done. That's why I laid the trash bags down on the concrete there. But I'm gonna wait on this part here, the tongue, because I'm gonna paint from here on forward. Probably make that all one project, because it's gonna take a little while, because you gotta cover all these pinstripes, and you know, you got all of your specification information, tags, and all of that that's gonna have to be taped off, you know. So there's gonna be a lot to do on that little deal. But anyway, give this about an hour. I'm gonna go eat some lunch, and we'll give this about an hour to dry, and then we'll pull the tape off and see what the final product looks like. Look at this. So it's done. This side is complete, and it just turned out fabulous. Look at the Mercury emblem. It turned out great. This side was a little bit harder than the starboard side. I think it was just in worse condition, I'd be my guess, but it turned out great. Go all the way down here so you can see it. Really happy with it. So I also got this done. I got the spare tire holder. I got all of that painted. So that was a plus, getting that done. So as I said before, I'm gonna do this on my own some other time. And then I'm also gonna do the fenders and these steps. You can see how, you know, right here, you know, you got some bad spots here, you know. So I'm gonna have to focus on that part of the trailer eventually. But that's gonna be it for this video, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Of course, I already showed you this side. You know how that turned out. So it's an awesome deal. I'm glad to get that done. And I've got a lot of good stuff coming up on this boat. And if you haven't already, go check out my other videos on the Champion 198. I've got a bunch out there. I'm just having a blast restoring this old boat, you know. And I'm gonna be installing a new Garmin, 12-inch Garmin up front and forward-facing sonar. So I'll have a DIY video coming for that. So anyway, I got some other projects too, of course, but that's gonna be it for this episode of HawksDIY. If you haven't already, please like the video. It really helps get it out there, and subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps out the channel and the content. And I guess till the next project, go do something. Have some fun. We'll see you.